Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place to be, a school to go. We'll build you up from the cradle to university. Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place to be, a school to go. We'll build you up from the cradle to university.
Welcome to Salvation International Preparatory School online classes, and of course this is GSS1 mathematics class. So today's work, our topic is operation on whole numbers, right? So when we are talking of operation on whole numbers, let's quickly remind ourselves of the operational signs. We have this as the addition sign, we have this as the subtraction sign, we have this as your multiplication sign and your division sign. Please put all the signs in mind. So having established this, let's move on to the example 1 on the board. Ola has 2,578 oranges. Taiwo has 1,782 oranges. Mohammed has 788 oranges. How many oranges do they have all together? When you are solving problem on all together, you should know that that is on addition, right? All together means add up, sum up. So we are going to be adding all these figures together to get our answer. So moving on to the solution, start by writing your 2,578 oranges. Then for Taiwo, 1,782. You have your 2,871. And Mohammed 788 oranges. You start from the right hand side, that is your unit. You have your 8, 8, and 7. Failure to arrange it properly will give you a wrong answer. Please be mindful of how you arrange your numbers. Always start from the unit side. Okay? Then of course it is important to put your sign, your plus. 8 plus 2, that gives you 10 plus 8, 18. Yes, then you keep your 1. You write your 8 and keep your 1. That is your 110. You add 10 to it. 1 plus 7, that is 8 plus 8. That is 16 plus 8. You have your 24. You write 4 and keep your 2. You can put it up here. 2 plus 5, that is 7 plus 7 plus 7. That will give you your 21. And of course you have your 2. Add this 2 to this 2, that gives you 4 plus 1, that gives you 5. So all together we have 5,148 oranges. So please, when carrying out operation on addition that have to do with summing up, this is how you go about it. Alright? So moving on to example 1b. We have, in a school of 758 pupils, 49 pupils came late to school. How many people did not come late? How many pupils did not come late? So this will solve a problem on subtraction. We have the total number of pupils to be 758, then 49 out of them came late. For us to get the number of pupils that did not come late, we will subtract people that came late from the total number of people. So that takes us to the solution. We have 758 pupils, right? Then minus 49. Remember I told you should always start your writing of numbers from the unit end, which is your right hand side. So you write your 9 here and your 4 here. Let's take for instance you want to solve this and you write 49 as this. You will be getting a wrong answer. Please, it is important. Put it to mind. Then you have your sign as subtraction sign. Okay. So having having done this, we move on straight to the calculation. You have your 8 minus 9. Okay, so 8 minus 9, it is not possible to subtract 9 from 8. Then you go next door and get 10 more. Why did I say get 10 more? Because of your place value system, you know you have your units, you have your tens, you have your 100. Every one that you remove from here is a 10. That's why I said go next door and get 10 more. So we want to remove 1 from here, it turns to 4. Then that one that we are removing is actually 10. When we put it here, it becomes 18. 18 minus 9 will give us 9. Then 4 subtracted from 4 will give us 4. Will give us 0. Sorry. Then you have your 7, you bring it down. So with this, you have your 709 pupils. So you can always write your final answer as, therefore, 709 pupils did not come late. Did not come late. That is what the question is asking us to find out. Okay, so we have been able to answer this question of how many pupils did not come late. Okay, so moving on to example 2. We have worked out 80 multiplied by 300. That is on multiplication. So to solve this is very simple. All right, so you write your 80 multiplied by 300. Then of course 80, you can write 80 as 8 times 10 times 3 times 100. 8 times 10 for 80, 3 times 100 for 300. And of course you can always bring your singular numbers together. This is 8 times 3. Then you bring your 10 together, 10 and 100. Okay, 8 times 3 in your multiplication table. 8 times 1 8, 8 times 2 16, 8 times 3 24. Yes, so you write your 24 because in Salvation International Preparatory Schools, junior secondary students are not expected to make use of calculator. So you simplify your work to the simplest form in order to carry out your mathematical operation. So you have your 10 times 100 will give you 1000. Okay, so 20 now have 24 multiplied by 1000, which will give you your 24. Then just bring your 3 zeros together. Okay, this is 24,000, and that solves the problem of 80 multiplied by 300. I hope you are getting it. Any confusion? Okay, thank you. That here is saying no. God bless you. So we move on to example 3. This is divide 90 by 3. Divide example 3. We have our example 3 as divide 90 by 3. So to solve this is very simple, as I've always been telling you. It is very simple. So we can always write that by as this. You know, by in multiplication, I wrote it as times. Then here you are writing it as this sign. This is division sign. Okay, so there are ways to go about this. You can write this as your 9 tenths. You remember your place value system. 90 is 9 tenths divided by 3. So when you write 9 tenths divided by 3, that means that you have number and place value. So 9 divided by 3 will give you 3. You have this your tenths, you put it. And of course, every tenth is 10. 1 and 0, 10. So if you are writing it as a digit, you write it as 3 multiplied by this 10, you write it as 10, and that will give you your 30. So therefore, 90 divided by 3 is equals to 30. So that is a simple way to go about it. Okay, so having done this, let's move on to the next example, and that is 60 divided by 12. 60,000 divided by 12. So we can go through this first method and another method. So we'll be using both methods. Let's use this first one first. We have the solution. Going by the number one method, we have 60,000 divided by 12. So you can always say 60, 30 is 1,000. Write it as your place value, 1,000, 60,000. Okay, divided by 12. So in your multiplication table, 60 divided by 12, you have your 5, and that gives you 5,000. Okay, if you write 5,000, you can always bring value for this that you have written in word. That is 5 times, what is your 1,000? 1000, and that will give us 5,000. Okay, so that is our answer. Then another method, we can make use of another method, or we use the long division method. So if I want to use my long division method, I'll come here and put my 60,000. Okay, so you put your 12 as the divisor. Alright, divisor is the number dividing the main number. So 12 in 60. So how many 12 are you going to get in 60? That is 5. You write your 5 up here. That is the quotient. Then 5 multiplied by 12 will give you 60. Having gotten this, you minus, you subtract. Okay, so let's subtract. 60 from 60 will give us 0. But don't forget, we have these other zeros. Okay, so you can always come here and write your 5. Since we don't have other figures, we will not continue the subtraction or the workings. We stop there. Then you bring your zeros here. Okay, so this gives you 5,000. Alright, so with this, we have come to the end of solving problems on operation on whole numbers, and we've been able to treat problem on addition of numbers, subtraction of numbers, multiplication of numbers, and of course division of numbers. So I expect you to take your time and solve more problems on your own. Then for the assignments we have A and B. Assignment A. A woman took 15,750 naira to the market. She bought 12 tubers of yam at 12,500 naira and 12 cups of melon at 2,500. How much money did she have left? From here, you have to carry out your addition and subtraction. So just add the total money spent in the market. Alright, buying of yam cost 12,500. You add it to 2,500. After getting your answer, you subtract it from the total amount of money that the woman took to the market. So with that, you'll be able to have the amount of money that is left with her on the return from market. Then the B, 420 multiplied by 1,000. This is 3 digits by 4 digits, just as we have. Okay, so you just multiply and get your answer. God bless you. Till I come your way next class, remain blessed.
As a parent, I have always asked, how can I prepare my children for the infrastructural development and socio-economic evolution of the next decade? With the ongoing speed of globalization, how can I position my children to perform excellently in a rapidly changing society? The answer is and has always been to give them a solid foundation. Academically, spiritually, and morally. Salvation International Preparatory Schools, with her team of highly qualified tutors, conducive environment for learning, state-of-the-art computer and science laboratories coupled with quality day and boarding facilities, is the place to be. For more information, contact 080-233-76135. SIPS remains the birthplace of leaders.
Salvation International Preparatory School. Salvation International Preparatory School. A place